if you're actually a professional construction worker, like a bricklayer, carpentry, welding, and electrical, in as much as you're a professional in that job and you came into Brazil and companies satisfied that you are professional in the job, at least you're expected to be earning at least 6 to 7 thousand reals
A
monthly.
month.
Yes, your work system is measured by square meters. You understand? If you are a bricklayer, the same thing. They count how many stuff you've laid in construction sites. If you're an electrical engineer or electrical technicians, you are being segmented by the amount of services you render in your electrical field. So it is being multiplied and you are being paid for it monthly.
Understand now.
You understand?
Hi, welcome to my podcast.
Yeah, hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Jennifer Blinky. So yesterday on our live stream, we talked about if there is job in Brazil and how much people are earning. So I would like you to elaborate more because you live in Brazil and you are working in Brazil. So people can know more and what to expect when they come to Brazil. Please, thank you.
Okay. I'll start from Brazil is a very big country.
I'm sorry. What is your name?
Okay, yeah, my name is Daniel Praise.
Where are you from?
I'm a Nigerian living in Brazil.
Where are you from? Which state in Nigeria are you from?
Okay, I'm from Enugu State.
Enugu State. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. You can proceed.
So you and I know that Brazil is a very big country comprising of a very large population. You get it? So coming in Brazil as a foreigner or as an expatriate is best advised for one to have a good professional skill that is on demand. I believe
Like what?
professional skills like as a tech, maybe data analyst, cyber security, or any of the tech job is a work on demand, is a job on demand. There are some other skill that also pays well here in Brazil.
Okay.
You get me? But I'll first of all start with as a common man coming to Brazil. You understand? Because when we check the average population of people migrating from Nigeria to different countries, it is basically the common man because the rich ones still feel a bit comfortable in the country. But, so it's basically the common man that's in rush and in desperate to leave the country to make money. So I'll start with the common man. So as a common man coming to Brazil, at least there are jobs that pays a little okay in Brazil. Jobs like most of the construction jobs pays very well.
Like how much?
Okay. When it comes to a construction worker, a professional construction worker, because there are difference between being a helper and a professional construction worker. If you're actually a professional construction worker, like a bricklayer, carpentry, welding, and electrical, in as much as you're a professional in that job and you came into Brazil and companies satisfied that you are professional in the job, at least you're expected to be earning at least 6 to 7 thousand reals
A
monthly.
month.
Yes, because these jobs are not paid monthly, rather they are paid according to how you work.
Okay.
You understand? So it just depends on just the same way it functions even in other countries.
Okay.
Take for instance, if you are a tiler, I believe your work system is measured by square meters. You understand? If you are a bricklayer, the same thing. They count how many stuff you've laid in construction sites. If you're an electrical engineer or electrical technicians, you are being segmented by the amount of services you render in your electrical field. So it is being multiplied and you are being paid for it monthly.
Understand now.
You understand? So at least if you are very hardworking at your first beginning, you should be earning at least 6 to 7 thousand reals monthly.
Okay.
professionally. Then when you talk about those who are not professional in the field, which we call adjudante here in Brazil,
Helper.
a helper, they are being paid minimum of 2,000 reals, 2,200 reals, and 2,100 reals, except from their transportation and feeding voucher that is not included. So adding it up, it should be summing up to at least 500, 3,000 reals or 3,200 reals monthly in conclusion. So these are the working system when it comes to construction sites here in Brazil.
Are you working?
Yeah, I work in Brazil. I'm an electrical engineer here in Brazil.
Okay. And you earn well?
Yeah, professionally. Though when I came newly, I started as a helper due to, even though I was a professional in the country where I came from. But coming to Brazil, the country have to satisfy that you are professional in the field.
Okay.
Before they cannot say yes, you are satisfied to do the job.
Okay.
You understand? So at least even if it is not up to what we were expecting, but at least the pay in Brazil is still manageable.
So like how long have you been in Brazil now?
Okay, this is my 10 months in Brazil. I came into Brazil.
10 months.
I came into Brazil for November last year, ending of November last year.
And you're already earning this amount?
Though I still create other things that gives me money, not just depending on the job. So that is my own personal stuff.
But they pay you at least more than 3,000 reais in Brazil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm happy to hear this because people that I speak to, they told me that they earn minimum of 2,000 reais to 2,500. And even the jobs that we see on all these websites, their salary is always from 1,800 reais to 2,000 reais. Okay, so what do you have to say about business in Brazil?
Okay, like I said in the beginning of this video, I said Brazil is a very populated country. So, and we should know that any country that has a vast population or a multi-populated countries will always be good in business. You understand? And looking at the price control stuffs that is functioning in Brazil, I would tell that Brazil is very good for business if you have capital to start up your business. You understand? You can start anyhow, no matter how small it is. But I bet you that you will sell it out over here in Brazil, because you and I can still testify there are still low income earners in businesses, which are even the Brazilian citizens, and they're still selling it to sustain themselves. So imagine we as a foreigners, if we can venture or invest into more versatile business in a more minimum way that is more spacious, I believe the person should be earning more. Okay.
What kind of business are you talking about?
Okay, over here in Brazil, I believe building materials. It sells very well in Brazil because you and I know that Brazil are very good in constructing new houses and different kind of edific buildings and structures. So building materials sells very well here. And I still know a lot of few Nigerians who have ventured into the business and they are doing well in it. You understand? There are still other businesses that are also doing well here in Brazil.
Like what?
Businesses that are also doing well here in Brazil. I still have some Nigerians who are into what do they call it? Hospitality management businesses like eateries and coffee shops and thereabouts. It's functioning well, and I know of a Nigerian that has about 10 different coffee shops here in Brazil, and it's functioning well. And I will tell you that the man is earning well here in Brazil.
Okay, let's go back to that salary part. You say people earn 6,000, 5,000 reais a month. So who are those people that now be earning 2,000? Because most people that I see, they say they earn 2,000 reais, 2,000 reais, all of them. So I don't understand what is it happening.
Okay, look at it here. Look at how I'm not doubting what you said, but I will tell you, it's not a lie that anybody is earning 2,000 reals or 2,200 reals. There's every possibility that is true. In fact, it's true that someone is earning that amount. But the point is, coming into Brazil without being a professional skill worker,
Okay.
You have to limit yourself to be any such kind of work.
Okay.
Or such kind of pay, because of what? You are not a professional.
Okay.
So you are just working as a helper.
Okay.
You understand? To the professionals. You get it? So, but in as much as you are even working as a helper, you should also try all you can to encourage yourself to learn it so that you become a professional. And whenever the company satisfies you to be a professional, I bet you get promoted and start earning well for yourself.
Okay.
You understand? So, and mind you, there are so other jobs that doesn't even require being a professional. So if you are just there as an assistant, maybe in a hospitality aspect, you're working as maybe as a kitchen attendant or thereabout, you should be expect yourself to be earning such kind of money, maybe 2000 or 2005, because these are all low jobs.
Okay. So
in Brazil.
So do you think that there are jobs in Brazil for foreigners?
Well, actually, you and I know that Brazil is a country that doesn't discriminate. There's nothing made special for foreigners and for Brazilians. The point is, if you can do it and if there is a vacancy for you, they will put you in.
So that means there is a job?
Yeah, there is a job in Brazil.
Okay.
I will stand to testify to that. But I think the most important thing is coming into Brazil, the difficult aspects that makes it look as if there is a low job employment is the aspect of language barriers. So, because of what you going into looking for a job in Brazil as a foreigner, you have to be able to be fluent in the language, because most of the people employing you don't even know even a bit of English speaking. So they find it hard to even flow with you. So imagine somebody employing you and they don't even understand what you speak and you don't understand what they are speaking. They find it confusing and they feel it unsatisfied to employ you to work for them. So they better go for the people who they believe that will satisfy their need in the field.
So that means that Portuguese is a must if you come to Brazil?
Actually, Portuguese is a must coming to Brazil. If you actually want to flow in the system of on the work system of Brazil, Portuguese is a must.
But can you speak Portuguese?
Actually, I can't actually speak Portuguese.
But you're working?
Yeah, I'm working in Brazil.
So that means that it's not all the jobs that require Portuguese speaking.
Okay, look at how it is here. There are jobs that if you are being referred
by someone
and they feel satisfied with what you are doing, they can actually employ you even without you speaking Portuguese. So I would say that that is the opportunity I had. Okay. I had friends who referred me to companies, and to God be the glory, I've worked with at least 3 companies for the past 10 months I've been in Brazil. Okay. And this has all been on referral.
What do you do?
I'm an electrical technician.
Okay. It's a good skill. So now we know that Brazil is far better than Nigeria in so many ways. But will you compare the job opportunity we have in Brazil to like Europe, Canada, US and all?
Okay. Well, it's only someone who lacks conscience and who don't want to be truthful that will openly compare job opportunity in Brazil and that of Europe and Canada. And when we talk about Europe, we are talking about the Schengen countries.
Yeah.
Not all European countries are okay.
Yeah.
You understand? So I would say if anyone who has opportunity of going to other countries like Canada, America, or other Schengen countries, I think you should vie into such places. Go check other countries. I believe they pay more than here. You understand? But one thing I will still stand to tell you is still remember that the cost of expenses in 2 different countries are not the same.
Yeah.
You understand?
And the minimum wage.
The minimum wage are not the same. So the same thing, the cost of living in these 2 countries are not the same. At least we can actually see lowest apartment in Brazil at the cost of 800 reals. Lowest apartment.
How much?
800 reals. Okay. You can see that here. You understand? So as a young guy who came into the country, you are not expected to start going for a bigger houses or more beautiful places. You are just first of all to look for where they can be economizing for you, where you can be having your rest every night. And I believe it will be okay to your comfort. If
somebody is getting 2,000 reais a month and their rent is 800 reais, that means that at the end of the day, they will have only 1,200 reais left. What about their feeding?
Okay.
And other things.
On the question you asked, remember I said that most companies who are employing foreigners, in fact, the work system here in Brazil, made it that your salary has nothing to do with your feeding. They pay separately for your feeding.
Okay.
You understand? So if companies are paying you 2,000 riyals, they pay you separately, maybe 500 riyals or 450 riyals for your feeding.
Food.
You understand? Aside from your transportation of food, they still pay according to the location of where you are coming from. You understand? So as a foreigner living in Brazil and you are earning 2,000 riyals and you are paying 800 riyals for your apartment. And remember, this apartment, there are still 2-bedroom apartments where you can get at 800 riyals. At your starting point,
Yeah.
Yes, there are 2-bedroom apartments you can get for 800 riyals in this country.
2-bedroom or room and parlor?
2-bedroom in this country. Yeah.
I don't know.
You can, if you check around, even at Guyanassis and some of these places, you can still get apartment of 800 riyals, 2-bedroom. And if you see someone you can share the apartment with to still bring out the cost for you, you understand? It's still okay to you. At your beginning stage, you're not meant to start living large or having more flexible life. So you're meant to cut yourself down and understand how the country works. You get me? And also, as a foreigner who just came into the country, I would still also advise you, also try all you can to develop yourself in every other aspect. You get me? Brazil is a country where if you come in, even without skill, there are opportunities where you can be learning skills and you're still being paid. You understand? There are these opportunities in Brazil. Even while you are learning, the government will still pay you while you are learning for you to take care of yourself. So I would say advice, try all you can to develop yourself. You can still go into schools to gain more knowledge in the field where you are working. All this will help you to boost your recognition and recommendation over here in the country, and you will be earning more higher as time goes on. So this is what I know about the work system here in Brazil.
Okay. In conclusion, do you advise people, foreigners, to still come to Brazil?
Okay, well.
And why?
Okay, well, we all know where we came from. We all know the situation of the country where we came from in different areas of Africa, not just Nigeria in particular. We know how living in Africa is. So I will actually advise anyone who feels like coming to Brazil to feel free and come into Brazil. You understand? But just know that coming into Brazil, you're not coming to have the bed of roses. And it's also applicable even in the so-called Europe that you're planning to go. Moving into Europe or America as a beginner or someone still starting life is not still bed of roses. There are still struggling stages and struggling part of life. If most of the people you envy today in life, if they tell the stories of how they started their life, even in Italy, in different countries over there in Europe, you come to understand that even life here in Brazil is not too hard. You understand? So it's all about coming into Brazil with goals and working towards the target of why you came into this country for, because of what? Brazil has a lot of things to distract you with if you're not careful. So you try all you can not to be distracted. Focus on what you are here for and make sure you're working towards your goal. That is what I can advise anyone who is coming into Brazil.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate. Just say a shout out to my subscribers.
Okay, shout out to every one of you, and I believe you guys learned something from my analysis. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.